it's Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. So today I wanted to touch on a certain topic. We can see things in others when we learn to see them in ourselves. Now I'm going to talk about this because you're probably thinking, what? Okay, so what you talking about now? No, the truth is, okay, so when my little one was born, I had promised myself my whole life that I would never yell at my children, I would never smack my children. There were so many things that I was never going to do because they made me feel horrible as a child. Whenever these things happened to me, I remember how bad they used to make me feel. Anyway, so my little one came and I always drew the line at smack. Okay, I don't see that there's a point to it. For me, okay? Everyone's different, that's fine. But even with that, one day I was sitting there and, thinking to myself, what's so wrong with the smacking? Like we have all these beliefs, these strong, beliefs about things. And mine was I was never going to smack my children. And then I remember sitting down one day thinking to myself, after she was here, of course, I think she was 3 by then, my little one. And I was thinking, well, what's so wrong with that? Why do I think that's such a wrong thing? Because at the end of the day, I was looking at myself as a person and I thought, I like who I am. I'm kind. If I can help someone, I will help them. I will go out of my way to do things for others. I like lifting people up. I like helping them see the beauty in them. Because the funny thing was, up until a few years ago, I could see the beauty in everyone. Just looking in their eyes, I could see their spirit. I could see who they are. I could see so many things. I can see their pain. I can see, who's there inside, who's hiding. But, I couldn't see it in me. I couldn't see my own beauty. And I think to a certain point, it was because we were never told as children. My sister and I were never told that we were beautiful in any way. And so I think we eventually, in my mind, okay, I have to speak for me, I think you start to grow a sense of, maybe I'm not beautiful. You don't identify with that word at all. And funny enough, when I was about 15, I had a huge crush on this boy. And oh my God, this boy was so gorgeous. He was tall and had dark brown hair and dark brown eyes and thin, just beautiful. Lots of girls had a crush on this boy. It wasn't just me. But at the time, I'd see him, and every month or every second month, he'd have a new girlfriend. He was much older. He was like 3 or 4 years older than me. And I used to think, well, what's wrong with me? How come I'm never chosen, to be his girlfriend? Let me paint a picture first, okay, of what this boy was looking at. So I'm 15 at the time. I had braces on. I had thick glasses on because I had really bad eyesight from when I was 10. And I had short hair, I think, at the time, because if I had long hair and I had it tied up, I used to get a headache from my hair because it's very thick. And so it would create a lot of weight. Anyway, so I had short hair, had the braces, had the glasses. And even though I was 15, I was completely flat. My boobs just hadn't kicked in yet. So there wasn't really much to look at. Now I look back on it. So I don't think really for him, I kind of still look 12. I didn't look 15. I didn't mature until much later in life. I was just one of those kids. You look at me, I'm 15, I still look 12. When I was 20, I still look 15. So it's taken me a long time to sort of catch up to how old I am. Anyway, beside the point, what I took from that experience was that he didn't like me because I wasn't beautiful. Because all the other girlfriends he had, they were pretty, they just pretty girls, I could see why he chose them and why he kept changing from girl to girl. But what I took away from that experience was that I wasn't pretty. I wasn't beautiful. And so, that I kind of took that on for the rest of my life, that well, my parents never told me I was, because I think in their mind, they thought if they told us we would become vain, or, I don't know. I'm not sure why we weren't told that we were beautiful, but that carried on. So I thought, well, the only thing I have to go on is that I'm really good at school. So I always thought I was smart because I did really well at tests at school. And so I would have to find a boy that's smart, that can keep up with me, and we can have a conversation. And that's what my relationship would be. It would never be one that he would find me attractive in any way, So I went through life thinking that for a really, really long time until I had my daughter. And then this is why these last 5 years have just been, for me, it's like a roller coaster. From the moment she was born, after she turned 1, because in their first year they kind of look all mushed up and all, and you can't really tell what they're going to look like at all. But after her first year, when she started to look more like a person, like there was, a person behind all the chubby cheeks and the drool and all the rest that goes on, people would see her in the pram and they would tell me, she's so pretty, she's so gorgeous, she's so beautiful. And then immediately after they would say, she looks just like you. And I would be like, what? Are we even looking at the same thing? Because I'd look at her and I'd think, no, she looks like my husband. Because again, like I said before, I see the beauty in others. So I see the beauty in him. And to me, she always looked like him. She's got my dark features, but she looks like him. So I thought, this went on for about 2 or 3 years. People telling me, she looks just like you. And I'd be like, are you blind? Do you need to borrow my glasses? Are we even looking at the same thing? Was always what I'd be thinking. Are we looking at the same thing? Or, am I delirious? And then one day, and I don't know why, this just kept sticking in my mind. Why do people keep telling me this, And one day, to me, it was a miracle. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at my face. I'm thinking, am I the one that's not looking properly? And I could see her face, like someone had taken a photo of me and placed a transparent photo of her over it, and I could see it. I could see the similarity. And I started to look at my childhood photos, and I could see her there, in those photos. So I thought, maybe it's me, all this time I've been thinking, I made that decision about myself because of that boy, that I'm not pretty, and I've been lying to myself all this time, because beauty is not about the beauty that you see in the magazines. It's not about the beauty you see on TV. Beauty is more than that. It's so much more than that. And in the next video, I want to talk to you about you as a baby. I want to really delve into that because I touched on it in a previous video and kind of left it without developing that further. Okay, so for today, think about beauty. Think about what beauty really is. Not what you see in the magazines and TV and out there, what they try and tell you is beautiful, but what really is. Okay, all right, so click like and remember to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the messages, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now.